My very sad, pathetic sad, experience with an MLM.
I have crippling depression.
I joined university last September, and I still felt really lonely here. I'm really shy, and I struggle to make friends, because I always remove myself out of situations where I can make them because of anxiety. So basically, it's now the second semester of uni and I have no friends. There's a feature on Bumble, where instead of looking for a partner you look for a friend. It's called Bumble BFF, and as a last resort I decided to try it. I met with some girls, but the conversation really only went well with one of them, and we were getting along pretty well. We talked about hair dyeing, because we both went through phases of dyeing it a lot, and she mentioned a hair care brand she really loved, but I didn't think much of it. She asked to talk on Instagram, which I agreed with, because I would often forget to go on Bumble anyway. She follows me a day later, and before following her back I had a look at her story highlights, and that's when I realized she was an ambassador for Monat. She didn't mention the brand's name on the highlights, but it was all the usual amazing opportunity, work from home, gal pals wording and promoting these amazing hair care products. In one of the highlights she tagged a woman, saying something like "thank you for giving me this amazing opportunity," so I assumed it was her higher up, and yep, I looked through that woman's Instagram and yep, she's promoting Monat hair products. So yeah, my pathetic ass was just trying to make a friend, and the only person that wanted to talk to me is someone who wanted to use me for their pyramid scheme job. If I hadn't joined Reddit a while back and found this sub, I probably would have fallen for it. The sad thing is, despite knowing all this, I still considered continuing the chat, because maybe through buying her hair products she'd want to become my friend. I'm just at a low point in my life right now. And I'm posting this on my throwaway account cause it's kind of embarrassing to post on my main one.
Oh, hell no!
My sister blocked me because of oils.
Are you mad, bro? Tell me what you're mad for.
My sister has been chilling Young Living for a while now, and I haven't said anything to her. I didn't say anything when she promoted consuming essential oils. I didn't say anything when she promoted putting essential oils on babies. I didn't say anything when she posted a blend of oils in memory of 9/11s. But then COVID-19 happened. She posted on Instagram how to make your own hand sanitizer with thieves oil. I was going to let it slide. She posted it once, whatever. But then she posted it again, and I had enough. I sent her a simple message telling her that you need at least 60% alcohol to be at least marginally effective, and she is spreading misinformation. She replied with a picture showing me that it's thieves that kills the germs. Well, in my mind she just challenged a history major to a research off, which is never a good idea. I sent her a couple of links debunking thieves as well as the FDA letter to Young Living. Her response? A very long message detailing that I was bullying her and that she was blocking me. Keep in mind there is a tense history here with my sister prior to this, partially due to my parents divorcing and us having differing opinions about it. I.e., I thought it was a good idea for them to get divorced because my mom was absolutely miserable. My sister is super Christian wife of the year and did not. Too long, didn't read. My sister blocked me when I confronted her about homemade hand sanitizer.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Dealt with our first Hun yesterday.
Be gone, fuck!
Had to take a lift home, and the driver turned out to be a big Hun. Had pamphlets all over the back and the front seats about their oils and pills. Had some kind of diffuser in the car that made me sneeze the whole time. Tried to get me to engage with her about her products after asking my fiancé to check their blood sugar since they are T1, and the driver tried to strongly hint that her pills will cure diabetes. Waited till we finally got to my place after 10 minutes and told her to piss off with her crap, and she is lucky I don't report her for harassment. Also told her that her pills and oils don't crap for diabetes. You can be sure I gave her no stars and no tip. God, they're getting worse.
Are you mad, bro? Tell me what you're mad for.
I need the gloating to stop.
You are fake news.
If I see another post that says something to the effect of "I'm not affected by the financial hardship because of my MLM. If you are met with financial hardship, private message me. I will murder someone. I need some one-liner singers to shut these people down. Am I being scammed by a housewife?
Do it! Just do it!
I was minding my own business shopping today at Nordstrom Rack when I was approached by a woman in her mid-40s. I am female, 23. She said it looked like I was having fun because I had a couple pairs of shoes in my basket. So we got started talking. I'm not sure how we even got on the topic. I mentioned how I had recently moved to the city and started a new job last week. Somehow the conversation turned into her telling me how her and her husband and kids moved from another state to my current state because they just needed to do something different. They met with a couple who apparently opened their eyes to all the different ways to be successful, aside from a corporate 8-5 type of job. She mentioned this couple also had a daughter who had planned to go to college, but instead said daughter, 24, started working for her parent company and is pulling 6 figures working around 20 hours a week. The woman continued talking to me about how important it is to have an entrepreneurial mindset. Blah, blah, blah. She was really pretty, cute, and friendly, so as the conversation went along she said she would be happy to share more info with me about the way these people think and do business. At the time I had just enjoyed our conversation so much, so when she asked if I wanted to get together for coffee this coming week, so she could explain more about these people and how they think, I said yes, of course. I shared with her my cell phone, and we plan to meet tomorrow evening, after I get off work. I feel there are many red flags in this scenario, as I look back on the conversation. But it felt like she was just someone who could be a good contact for me to have. I'm curious to see what Reddit folks will think of this interaction I had today. And, do you think I should cancel this meeting with her tomorrow? Thanks in advance for reading. Edit. Thank you for all your input, everyone. I decided to text the little scumbag today asking what the name of this company was, because I wanted to research it before we met. She responded something along the lines of how it isn't a company she wants to share and mentor me to be a successful saver, blah, 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 blocked.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Going in for an interview that turns out to be an MLM.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
So this is a while back now, when I just graduated from high school about 10 years ago and was about to start college soon, but I thought you might get a kick out of it. So backstory, I had just got out of high school and started applying to a bunch of different places. I set myself up on Monster, Indeed, you name it. After a day or so I had gotten a call asking me to come in for an interview. When I asked about what that was for, they just told me the company name was Vector. They scheduled my interview, and I was really excited about it. The next day I went out and shopped for some interview attire, since I wanted to look presentable. Day of the interview I get a call from the receptionist still confirming that I would be coming. Once again I asked them a little bit more about the company and they were very dodgy in giving me a straight answer. Before getting off the phone she explained that I would be in a room interviewing with other potential candidates. Since this was my first interview I wasn't sure what to expect, but I had a gut feeling something was off. After all, they were the only people who I had gotten a call back from and, after reviewing my applications, I realized I never applied to their company. I applied to over 50 places at the time. Did some Google searching and found out their name is known as Vector Marketing, Arca. I looked at people's testimonies and felt devastated knowing that my interview was a sham and that they would try to sell me something to do with knives as I stepped through their door. I don't remember exactly what since it's been so long. So, I decided to call back and cancel my appointment. After the receptionist answers me, I explained that I wouldn't be able to make it to this interview. Since she had just got off the phone with me a few minutes beforehand confirming my appointment, she started asking me why I couldn't make it all of a sudden. At first I told her I just didn't want to go anymore, and after about a whole minute of her trying to entice me to go, I explained that I googled the company name. Her response, "Oh, that's it." Once I told her that, all she had was an "oh" and "okay" and hung up. Really sucked for me as I had high hopes at the time, and had even told my family about my interview, and I remember feeling like a fool, since they were so proud of me. Glad I googled, and even happier that I didn't go. That was my first lesson of an MLM.
Be gone, son!